What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, and I'm back with another video. And as you can see by the title, this is going to be a collaboration with Post2Post, Neil and Brent, two goats, not just one, two goats. So if you guys want to check out their channel, make sure you go to the description box. Make sure you go and subscribe to Post2Post if you already aren't, because I know a ton of you already are. And go check out their Twitter, which will also be linked down below. Post2Post or Post2Post Show. I can't remember the exact handle, but that will be down below in the description box. Make sure you go and click those links and subscribe and follow, because they do giveaways and stuff like that on Twitter as well. So if you haven't been following the Twitter, you should go and do that, because you can check out some cool stuff. They did a giveaway. I believe it's still going on, or it might have just ended, for a Peter Bondra autograph, or it was an autograph of some sort. So make sure you go and check the Twitter out, and of course the YouTube channel. You know, they discuss all things hockey and all teams, so you might as well go check that out. And yeah, so they're going to be talking about the Montreal Canadiens and maybe some moves that should be made. So without further ado, this is Neil and Brent from Post2Post.
Hey everybody, my name's Neil, this is Brent. We have a channel called Post2Post, and we talk hockey on a daily basis. If you have any interest, come check us out. Otherwise, thank you very much, Andrew, for letting us be a part of this video. We're pretty excited about it.
That's for sure.
We're Canadiens fans, and Andrew asked me, what's your idea on some things that could be changed in Montreal? Should I get my list? Because there's like 150.
Blow it up.
I decided to choose about 2 or 3 things. So I haven't really discussed with you.
No, we have not.
So we have kind of a genuine conversation,
yep.
I guess?
Yeah, we may have the 3 same things, or...
Maybe, yeah. So the main thing that I would do, if I was in charge, if I was the president, if I was Jeff Molson, here's what I would do. First, I would fire Marc Bergevin.
Hell yeah.
Because I think he's too emotionally involved there. I need him gone. The Subban trade, the Sergachev trade, that was enough for me. I'm done with Bergevin. I wish him well. I like him as a person, but I think his time in Montreal is done.
Interesting. I'd fire him too, but I don't get the sense that he's emotionally involved. I get the sense that he's detached, emotionally detached. I don't think he feels what he needs to feel. Like we as fans feel for the team, Toronto fans feel for their team. I think he's treating it too much as, I think he's too casual with it. I don't like this guy. No, we'll leave some money on the table. If they take it, they take it. If they don't, they don't. That's not my fault.
I should have clarified. What I meant to say is I think that he still has a job because Jeff Molson is too emotionally attached to Marc Bergevin.
Maybe.
So if it was someone else running the team and they weren't friends, I'm thinking that maybe he would have already been gone by then. It was a bad explanation on my part.
Well, and I don't know. Actually, I still don't know, though, the degree to which Jeff Molson and Marc Bergevin are buddy-buddies.
Well, apparently they're like real buddy-buddy.
Okay. Like
best friends almost. That's
right?
what I've read everywhere. So
yeah, and I don't doubt that that's true. And that's probably clouding Jeff Molson's judgment, if that's the case.
Yeah.
But there comes a time, like, if you're the owner, or at least you're the representative of the entire owners group of the Montreal Canadiens, you expect your general manager to make tough decisions. You expect your coach to make tough decisions, and you should expect yourself to make tough decisions.
Yeah.
And getting rid of Marc Bergevin would be a tough decision.
It would. Yeah.
But it would be a necessary decision. And the problem with it is, if you did get rid of Marc Bergevin tomorrow, what's going to change on the team? Nothing.
Nothing. It's not to protect the now. It's to protect 5 years from now, the future. So.
Exactly. It's a decision you'd make now for maybe at the earliest 3 years, when drafted players start to make it onto the team. But the time to, it's like...
Well, look what Toronto did 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
They did that, and look at them now.
They cleaned house. They're doing great now. A politician said about 20 years ago, the thing you want to do if you're trying to get out of the hole, the first thing is you've got to stop digging. and it was his way of saying, there's no time like the present to reverse your course.
You sounded like that guy in Buffalo, Rene Jeanette or something like that, or what's his name?
Rick Jeanneret.
Rick Jeanneret, yeah.
Well, I wasn't trying to, but I guess that's my voice for everything. But no, he's got to go, and sooner rather than later. It would be nice. There's an argument to keep him until the summer, because you can't change anything anyway. Bah.
Yeah, I understand that, yeah.
There's also an argument to change him immediately, because if you bring a new GM in who has a couple of months to watch the team, because it's only going to be for the regular season, then that GM might have some strategic ideas for the draft.
Yep. I agree with that as well.
in a different way. So that makes sense too.
Yeah, I can see both sides of the story there.
Yeah, I can see that. So what's your second one?
The second thing I would do is trade Pacioretty.
Yep.
I like him as a person. I just think his time is done in Montreal. I don't
Yeah.
think his heart is in that team anymore.
It doesn't look like it.
He's not a good captain in my opinion. He's a great goal scorer, and that's what the only thing that he should have on his shoulders is trying to score goals. He shouldn't have anything else on his shoulders. He doesn't need all that pressure. I think it's eating away at him. So I would personally trade him, and I spent hours trying to find the best trade candidate, whether it's
I haven't, but
a team with picks or a team with the player or whatever. Here's my solution, and I don't necessarily think it's right. It's just it's kind of risky, and I want it to happen just to see if it would work out on both sides. A 1-to-1 trade with Wayne Simmons. Wayne Simmons and Pacioretty both become UFAs, I believe, the same year, in 2 years' time or a year's time or whatever it is. They're both kind of almost making the same amount of money, and they're almost in the same position. It's been rumored that Simmons won't be re-signing with Philadelphia when the time comes, so he'll be moving on because they just don't like him as a fit in that organization. Pacioretty's kind of going through the same thing right now, so I'm wondering if just a swap would possibly work out for both teams, or maybe at least one. I'm not exactly sure, and I think the grittiness of Simmons and the two-way play of Simmons is exactly what Montreal needs.
I've always liked watching Wayne Simmons play hockey.
Yep, me too.
And he's one of those guys that, as he gets older, he seems to be getting better.
Yep.
Like he didn't peak and then fall off.
Yeah, they're at the same age too.
Yeah, he's not old. He's what?
I think he's 29.
Yeah, so 30 at the most. And there's still some good years left. And he's a hard-charging guy. I love his style of play. It's very congruent with Philadelphia's style of play over the last 40 years.
Yeah.
They've been a tough team. Montreal has not been a tough team to play against that way, and we need to be. We, fans, we need to be tougher. And he brings instant toughness to the team.
Well, if you look at Voracek, he's got like 43 assists so far as we're making this video, something like that. Put him on a line with Pacioretty, who's a natural goal scorer. That combination could be insane. So,
and this is about Pacioretty's well-being too. Totally. I like him as much as you do. I think that he deserves to play for a team that wants to win, and a management that wants to win, and that knows hockey well enough to treat him properly.
Yeah.
And that has not happened here in Montreal.
I absolutely, totally agree. So,
yeah.
I'm not saying that will happen. I'm not even saying it should happen. It's what I want to happen. I'd like to see it just for a risk, just to see what would kind of happen. So that's the second thing. The third thing is I would trade Weber away, get rid of that contract. Adios contract, see you later. And I honestly don't really care what we would get back. Maybe a young defenseman or some picks, first-round picks, something like that. Not just a first-round pick, but included in a lot of other stuff. I don't know where he would go. I'm not going to pick a team. I want prospects, a young defenseman back with a lot of potential. Basically, all my decisions revolve around a rebuild of the entire franchise. I'd actually keep Galchenyuk. That's not something I want to keep him. He's young. He's been mismanaged by Montreal, but I'm hoping with this potential rebuild that I'm talking about, maybe they can rebuild their relationship with Galchenyuk as well.
Yeah. I probably would do the same with Weber. I don't think I would shop him hard, but I would make it known to my fellow owners, GMs, that he's available.
All right, so what would you do?
My three things? I've agreed with yours.
No, you don't have to pick three things, just
okay.
One thing, maybe.
Well, one thing I think is the long haul. Just based on your remarks you just made about keeping Galchenyuk. I would keep the core of the team and make the core younger. I would include Carey Price in that young core. He's not the youngest guy in the team, but I do really think that Carey Price has more to give, and Montreal has more to give him if they treat everybody else properly. Because Carey Price has put up exceptional service to the franchise and to the country. And he deserves to win a Stanley Cup. And he's going to win a Stanley Cup.
Carey Price will go down as the best goalie in the world to never win a Stanley Cup if the Montreal Canadiens don't do anything right now.
Yeah.
We're looking at that as our future.
That's the hole we're staring into, and we don't want to step in it.
No, definitely not.
We want to step back from it.
Absolutely.
So you keep Carey Price. You let Plekanec's contract go at the end of the year.
Yes, please.
You keep Gallagher. there's other great players I love, and I've said this on our Post to Post channel. I love guys like Delorier, tougher guys. I like Lehkonen. I like what he's becoming on the team. Hudon is great. Galchenyuk, Gallagher, Victor Mete. That's a good core of a team you can build on with Price in net and some assets coming our way for the people we'd have to get rid of. I wasn't a fan of the Shea Weber trade. I know it was more than just about hockey talent. PK Subban was becoming an issue in Montreal. I don't know what the issue was, but it was dressing room related or wider than that. I don't know, but he was a very big ego in a place that can't accommodate that kind of ego. And I'm happy for him that he's found his home in Nashville, and I hope he does well. I really do. I really like the guy.
Yeah.
The Weber deal was a way for us to get rid of Subban and still have a pretty good asset, but Weber's older. His contract is a killer contract. Killer in a bad way. He's injured as we record
He's had some
this.
injury issues, yeah.
And when you get older, and you know, this is not just me saying this. Others have said it on the media. As you get older, and everyone knows this, it takes you longer to come back. So if he misses 20 games with his foot injury, for him to get conditioning back, because the foot is something you can't keep yourself really much in shape if you don't have your legs, right?
Yeah.
So it'll take him a while to get back in shape. I think his effectiveness is pretty well done for the season.
Yeah, he's not 71 like Yager is, but he's
exactly.
so old compared to most NHL players. So.
And I would, again, I wouldn't shop him hard, but I would make it clearly known that for the right price, Weber's available. And I would even say that, and I think Montreal would have to say this in order to move him, that they would hang on to some of his money.
Retain some salary. And fund that move. I'd even go to $2 or $3 million a year. I would. With the cap going up, and with young talent coming in, I think you can do it. I wouldn't do that at all. But so I guess we disagree on something, but
maybe so.
It's kind of a good thing. So thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Andrew, thank you very much for allowing us to be a part of your video and on your channel. We love what you do, and we'll collaborate again with you in the future. So if you agree with some of the stuff we said, head on over to Post2Post and check us out. We'd really love that and to have you subscribe to us over there. So thanks very much, and we'll see you in the future maybe. Adios.
Wow, I didn't expect them to get that amped up about their team. I know they love the Montreal Canadiens, but it looks like they really need some things to get done. Habs fans are a little disappointed with what's going on this season. Is Pacioretty going to go? How bad is the Carl Alzner contract? I'm sorry, I just needed to bring that up. Do you know that Jake Gardiner actually has some better defensive statistics than Carl Alzner? That is pretty bad. I'm sorry, I just had to bring that up. Neil and Brent, I'm sorry. It kind of sucks to see Montreal doing so bad this season. I am a Leaf fan, but you know what? I love when Montreal's doing good because the fans are so passionate, as you can tell with Neil and Brent. They want stuff to get done. They want Pacioretty to win, but he may have to do it somewhere else. Is Carey Price ever going to win a Stanley Cup with Montreal? Like they said, it might have to happen somewhere else. It's disappointing to see how it's gone. Maybe it's going to have to be a Bergevin firing that needs to happen. He's made some questionable moves. I don't know, Brent, I know you talked about it, but I'm still against the PK Subban trade. I wish that deal never happened. And we're going to have to see what happens in Habland because you know what? Something's got to give. This team's got to be blown up, I guess. Gallagher's got to stay, in my opinion. Galchenyuk, what are they going to do with him? It looks like he's been in the trade rumors. Drouin, he's probably going to stay and being a piece that they need to build with. So, Habs fans, let me know what you think. And all NHL fans, let me know what you think. And again, go check out Post2Post. Thank you to Neil and Brent for being a part of this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Love to have more hockey conversations with you. I'll see you in a video or stream. Peace.